I was always interested in teaching. I taught music and for a long time, as well as touring. And I thought, well, I'd love to teach, get out on the road and be a seminar instructor. And rather than teaching Nate Faye's brand of body work, whatever that would have been, I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be another person that just, takes Erik's work and puts my name on it. I want to teach, Erik's work. And, we kicked that off sort of in 2020. It was March of 2020 was my first class, sold out. And I remember that weekend, man, just getting cancellations and the sky was falling. And anyway, fast forward, I did my first class in August of 2020 here in the States. In Connecticut, we were allowed to have small gatherings. So we started doing small classes. I know Tammy was doing the same thing, and she'll talk about that. Small classes of maybe like 12 to 14 people in these 3,000 square foot ballrooms, and somebody's here, somebody's there, and everywhere. But you know what? I'm actually thankful for that because Kim and Erik said early on, stay in your state and get your name out. And we had nothing better to do, with COVID. So I just started teaching classes like, once a month and doing small classes. So by the time like a year and a half went by, I know Tammy will tell you the same thing. We got a lot of classes and a lot of experience under our belt, things that worked, things that didn't work. And 21, I went to Costa Rica to assist with Erik. So it was myself, Judy Slater, Aubrey Going from Ireland was there. And it was Thursday night, so the night before the very last day. And Erik came up to me that night and he said, I think he probably called everyone boy, but that was like his Oklahoma Southern thing. And I was like, hey boy, come here, boy. And we were up at the cafeteria, which you remember, Paula, and I know Tammy's been there as well. And he says, do you want to teach tomorrow? And, it was kind of this weird moment of, right? I picture that like probably like a young hockey player. Like, do you want to play in the NHL tomorrow? So it's like all of a sudden I'm going to teach the guy's work in front of the guy. And I was like, well, yeah, of course. But of course my insides were just like wrecked, right? Yeah. And I just laid in bed all night staring at the ceiling, right? The whole night. And the next morning, so Erik taught the first part. And I went back to my room. We had a quick lunch, and I went back to my room just to kind of run through everything one more time. And man, I just, I went in. It's this moment of you just go in and you just have to like knock it out of the park, right? So I just went in, and I felt good, felt confident, and it was cool because, and this is a bummer for me, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately because a year later in Costa Rica, my cell phone drowned in the pool. So I lost one of my text messages from Erik, but it was shortly after that workshop. Erik sent me a text message. Oh, actually, I'll back up. It was right after a talk. And, one thing about Erik is there are a lot of things about Erik, but two things about Erik is if he let you in, you knew you were in. Right. If he let you into his, as we called it, like let you into his dinner table, you knew you were in. And Erik told it like it was. He never minced words, or he just told it like it was. And after the class, he gave me a big hug and he goes, boy, I heard you were good, but I didn't know you were really good.